You'd call good visuals from SpaceX as now those Starlink satellites exposed to the vacuum of space for the first time on this mission. Now a little more than 3.5 minutes into flight in real time. The next big event is coming up at T plus 6 minutes and 2 seconds when 3 of the engines on the Falcon first stage booster will come back to life for a roughly 24-second entry burn, beginning to slow the vehicle down. At this point, the booster is still climbing, has not quite reached its apogee in the mission so far. Those occasional puffs that you're seeing in between the grid fins on the SpaceX onboard cameras and occasionally from our tracking cameras when we had eyes on the booster, those are the cold gas thrusters. Those help control the attitude or the positioning of the vehicle as it makes its way towards the drone ship. That booster now at about 114 kilometers in altitude. It appears to have reached its apogee today. Yes, and is now starting to make its descent towards the drone ship, a short fall of gravitas. Little hard to see amid the clouds here, but that lighter dot that we're following, that is the Falcon 9's upper stage as it continues to make its ascent at about 147 kilometers in altitude and approaching 12,000 kilometers per hour. A little more than 5.5 minutes into flight at this point in real time. We're scanning the skies to see if we can catch the entry burn with our ground tracking cameras. If we're able to see it, we'll of course bring that to you. If not, we will rely on the onboard cameras from SpaceX. Entry burn should be beginning right about now in real time.
Stage 1 entry burn startup.
Stage 1 AFTS has saved.
entry burn wrapping up in real time.
Stage 1 entry burn shutdown.
Now 7 minutes into flight in real time.
Stage 2 AFTS has saved.
That AFTS is the automated flight termination system, now no longer needed at this stage in the mission. Because of the distance and how close to the horizon the landing burn will begin, we unfortunately won't be able to see that from our on-the-ground tracking cameras, so we'll be relying on SpaceX's cameras at this point in flight.
Stage 1 transonic.
The first stage travels now below the speed of sound. The start of the landing burn set to begin at roughly T plus 7 minutes and 48 seconds.
Stage 1 landing burn.
Stage 2 internal guidance.
Landing leg deploy. Stage 1 landing confirmed.
And for 21st time, B-1076 is safely landed.
And vac shutdown.
And with the conclusion of that upper stage engine burn, didn't hear the call for this, but presumably the upper stage will have entered into a nominal parking orbit where it will coast until roughly T plus 54 minutes and 4 seconds. There will be a brief 1 second burn at that point to circularize the orbit. And the Starlink satellites will then be deployed at roughly T plus 1 hour, 5 minutes, and 12 seconds.